tomorrow. Upload more videos to YouTube. Can't believe though, I just passed the 700 mark yesterday.
700 what?
15,700 videos. And I had goal to reach to get to 15, right? Or 20,000 by the end of the year. Since I passed 15, I'm trying to get to 20,000 by the end of the year. So Linear Man stuff to get sponsorship recognition. Some YouTubers don't do that. Engineering disasters. Or I could put it on Northwood's Law. Q. Modern Marvels. We missed part of it, but it's a marathon. I don't want to watch all of them, I just want to watch a couple of them. But it's a marathon.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas.
Wow.
He had a lack of tools stop him. He never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. But if he listened to those who said he needed art degree, he never would have perfected the street look
Wow.
that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes him lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles everywhere.
But where can we use them?
You can use them on any travel purchase, not just some travel purchases. Venture gets a gold star. What's in your wallet?
Nothing?
To run a growing business is to be on a journey. And along the ride, you'll find
Tastes
many
good?
challenges. Your Dell Technologies advisor is here to help, so you can stop at nothing for your customers.
As someone who resembles someone else, I appreciate that Liberty Mutual knows everyone's unique. That's why they customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Next week, we'll try to go to Vicksburg and we need to go to that one place.
Like someone else
Yeah.
doesn't mean you
Rise
don't.
and shine.
Or
Today, it's just too gray to go out. That's, I mean, the reason we're not going is it's too gray. And I'm back in my videos right now.
Only pay for what you need.
The answers to the world's most puzzling questions are never on the surface. This the unexplained with me, William Shatner, Friday, November 5th.
Recordings.
The Cuban Missile Crisis was a seminal event. The most dangerous moment in human history.
Paradise.
John
That's
Kennedy
the-
Yeah, I did.
at the time and afterwards that there was about a
Yeah, 'cause it's on itches, so I recorded it.
This confrontation would roll all the way to war, including nuclear war. The missile crisis is actually
is this
a
Marvels?
wonderful case study
Yes.
for how
Engineering
things
disasters.
go wrong. Radar glitches, faulty missile tests, and unauthorized U-2 spy missions were just some of the technical failures
See?
that heightened the already elevated chance.
It's a marathon of engineering disasters.
One especially surreal incident occurred on October 25th, 1962. At the height of the crisis, when the sighting of a shadowy figure outside a military base in Minnesota triggered sabotage alarms at all nearby bases. At Volk Field in Wisconsin, instead of the sabotage alarm, the klaxon alarm ordering the launch of nuclear-armed aircraft rang out. A squadron of planes raced down the runway and were within seconds of taking off when the malfunction was recognized. The shadowy figure at the fence turned out to be a bear.
Oh.
After the
Wow.
missile crisis had been diffused, the United States worked to streamline its nuclear command and improve communications among the far-flung nodes of the nuclear network.
Wow, it's a bear. Wow.
The results
That's how bad we were back then? Wow.
going on permanent hair trigger alert. Meanwhile, by the 1970s, the Soviet Union had built up a formidable arsenal of submarine-launched missiles, some of which could reach American cities in 12 minutes.
Wow.
Even more pressure was placed on the technologies, including computers used to help human beings make launch decisions. Sometimes these technologies failed. As the 1970s came to a close, computer errors twice brought us dangerously close to nuclear conflict with the Soviet Union. The first occurred on November 9th, 1979.
Out in Colorado, at an Air Force
79?
base,
Wow.
a simulation of a full-scale Soviet attack.
Oh, that's right.
In a tape.
No, I remember that.
Inserted into a piece of
I remember that.
to test the equipment. And
It was a, you know how they have a, you know the EBS, right? No, the EBS, right, Mom? Right, Mom? EBS. Wrong tape went in, and WOWO did a video on it.
On the base. The simulated
Remember it?
Soviet attack was transmitted throughout the early warning network of the United States.
Top-ranking officers convened immediately to assess the threat. NORAD alerted its entire air interceptor force, and at least 10 planes went airborne. Under America's prairies, Minutemen launch silos prepared for attack.
Among the steps that we took to get ready for nuclear war,
We have one of them in Battle Creek.
retrieve launch
There's one in Battle
computer
Creek.
safes, as well as the launch codes that would be used to validate a launch order. Strapped into their chairs to brace for an incoming strike and to be ready to fire their missiles in 2 minutes as soon as the order came down from the president.
That's the thing about claims, you see. They don't happen on your schedule. I mean, take your chestnut. It doesn't just
You
say...
press what?
Can't. He's live.
Oh.
I recorded it.
Oh, I mean, if they
No.
did, you wouldn't need a Geico claims team that's available 24/7. Nah, as I can tell, chestnuts don't talk. Or maybe they're just really quiet.
Geico, your claims team is here for you 24/7.
Well, got things to do, Mr. Chestnut, so...
WOWO, false alarm.
Online dating? I know people meet that way, but where would I even begin?
Open laptop.
WOWO.
Look for free.
1972.
It's easy to take a look.
This is 1971 it happened.
Dating site for
This is
people.
WOWO of Hawaii. This is WOWO, February 20th, 1971. WOWO. Okay. I got to still recorded it.
I thought they said 79.
This is 71. This is 71 out of Fort Wayne. Recorded the false alarm. It was actually they said it was a false alarm, you know. Wrong tape. So that's what happened, it was wrong tape. Wow. Why would we never do that? Snoop. Snoopy. How much do you think he's worth?
75 million. Betty White.
Oh.
I looked that up when I wanted to find out she had any children of her own. She married 3 times
Through the year 2022.
and no children of her own. Her third husband,
I ran to my husband.
her
with
third
my
husband
computer, and I
had
said,
some
"Look, we
children.
can do this."
Take advantage of some of the lowest online tuition rates
The
in
one
the
she
nation.
married,
Find your degree
divorced the
at
same year.
snu.edu.
The second one, they were married only a couple of years. And the other one, she
How much
married
is Will-
1963 to 1981. They were married.
How much is Snoop Dogg worth?
Nationwide 5G included. And you get unlimited data for just $30 per line.
Wow, 150.
4 lines. Or
That's
mix and
right,
match
yeah,
data
it's
options.
Pepper's
Available
bring that
now
more
for
than
Comcast Business Internet
What's
customers
Pepper?
with no line activation
Nice,
fees
I
or
like
term
Cracked pepper?
contract required.
Huh?
See if you
Cracked
can
pepper?
save by switching today.
We got some
Oh,
of that
that
still.
wouldn't help anymore.
Powering
I was
possibility.
thinking something
Oh.
hot, Tyler.
What? How much is Dick Van Dyke worth?
Worth was.
Dick Van Dyke's still living.
Oh,
Dick Van Dyke's 90 years
I
old.
was thinking about,
How much is Dick Van Dyke worth?
thinking of the other, I was thinking of, Dick,
Dick Van Dyke net worth
what you call it?
It's only natural.
Here's information.
50 million.
Celebrity net worth.
50 million.
Mondays on NBC.
How much is Martha Stewart worth?
It was the largest man-made lake. Here's a summary from
400 million.
Wikipedia. Martha Stewart's net worth is estimated to be in the vicinity of $400 million as of 2020.
This would be like someone today saying
How much is Snoop Dogg worth?
that built the world next Sunday at 9 only on the History
Wait, what the heck? They're married to each other?
Return to engineering disasters.
What the fuck?
Thank you.
Why are they kissing each other then?
Threat was judged to be real. The National Emergency
Um,
Air Command Post,
150.
Doomsday plane, also took off. It took 8 minutes, an eternity in the world of nuclear war.
2 phones.
Officers huddled satellites and decide that the massive Soviet attack was not real. It was supposed to take them only 3 minutes. The incident, which was leaked to the press, so unnerved Soviet Premier
79.
Said
Brezhnev
1979.
that he personally wrote President Carter, urging improvements in the U.S. ability to recognize.
Well, there was no false alarm in 71.
Incredibly, 7 months later, another computer disaster would trick the U.S. into preparing its forces for nuclear war.
In 1980, the false alarm was triggered on
Stargate.
the failure of a 43-cent computer chip.
Stargate's in Cheyenne Mountain,
that was
isn't it?
part of a communications device that was used to transmit from our early warning center in Colorado to the rest of the nuclear forces.
The failed computer chip was in a device called a multiplexer,
Oh.
which transmits routine status information from NORAD's fortress at Cheyenne Mountain, Colorado, to the other command posts. The displays of the Pentagon and Strategic Air Command, or SAC,
Oh.
suddenly indicated a massive Soviet strike. This terrifying computer error looked real enough to once again order bombers to start their engines and silo officers to retrieve their launch keys and strap in.
So in 1980, the Cheyenne crew dropped the ball and failed for the second time in less than a year to come to the right conclusion that we were not under an attack in 3 minutes. It took them 8 minutes. The early warning crew at Cheyenne Mountain also was fired.
I would be too.
Disastrous incidents led to several key reforms in the nation's warning system. First, NORAD changed its computers so that officers in the mountain could actually see the messages they were sending to the Pentagon and SAC. In each incident, NORAD had no idea it was transmitting warnings of World War III. SAC's duty officers were ordered to check early warning satellites and radar before alerting the bomber force. And NORAD constructed a separate $16 million computer testing facility, so the training tape incident would never happen again. As sobering as our near misses have been, some defense analysts worry even more about our former Cold War adversary.
I would say that if we're making a list of worries in the nuclear arena, Russia's systems today should be a matter of considerable concern.
Better.
Because we all know
Lot better.
Russia's Mir space station. What happened to that? It failed. We all know about the Russian Kursk, their most advanced new nuclear submarine, which went on its maiden voyage and sank. We know about this recent event
Putin.
at Putin's test of Russian nuclear forces. And
You don't take
three
your step out.
separate occasions in which they tried to fire a missile.
I know it's sitting somewhere.
And each one of the cases it failed.
The
I'll be
concern
on the
was
stove.
not only with
We're in the
Russian
bathroom.
early warning control,
Thanks. It's in the car. I'm
was
gonna give you
deteriorating, but with our own,
that.
because
I know it's in the house, but I took it out of my
it's
purse.
inherently imperfect. The public has become complacent and doesn't even realize today that the United States and Russia continue to operate our early warning and nuclear forces, thousands of them, as though we had to be prepared to fight a large-scale nuclear war with each other at the drop of a hat.
Whatever solutions we find for reducing the chance of a nuclear
Is it
disaster,
black car?
It's dead.
our near disasters have made one thing clear. We cannot rely on technology alone. In 1995, the test launch of a rocket in Norway appeared to Russian radar operators as a U.S. missile. The threat was taken so seriously that President Boris Yeltsin's laptop containing missile launch permission codes was activated for the first time. Engineering disasters will return
Football?
on Modern Marvels.
There have been several times the Drake wanted to quit.
Wanted to give up.
Just throw in the towel. Don't give up. It just can't hide forever. We're gonna get it. Something leaching. Metals into our water. It's gold.
The Power Cycle Guide, new season, Tuesday, November 2nd.